Hallo, 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 mein Freunde, und willkommen zurück zu einer weiteren Folge von Dark. Hello, travelers, welcome back to the next episode of Dark. It's funny, part of me wants to get through this and wants the answers and wants to reach the conclusion of our narrative journey and get through the rest of this, but also, of course, a large part of me does not want this to end. And I know this is already years past, I'm sure you already have all gone through the same journey, but like I said way back in the day, when I was like much younger and not ready to understand a show like this, I think I tried to watch the first season, didn't understand it, couldn't get very much into it, then just completely fell out of it for some reason. I wasn't paying enough attention to it, and luckily retained like none of it really at all. It's always fun to then be recommended a show like this and have no real idea of what to expect, and to go through this entire journey and then be just gobsmacked and surprised and just taken along for a hell of a ride. And it's even cooler because then it's, you know, people, you guys and gals at home that have already seen this show and been on this journey can then, you know, recommend that journey to someone like me, and then you get to see someone else experience it again. We've already discussed like the empathic angle to all of this. It's been a really fun ride. I'm not gonna do a full episode recap, but of course, as always, this kind of just goes without saying with a show like this, but many revelations last episode, bombshells dropped, people that are actually, you know, this person, real father over here, more people being murdered, time travel, mysterious letters. The main thing is that now we have both two parallel worlds with their differences but similarities, like two sides of the same coin timeline comparison, that luckily the show was kind enough to then basically transmute over to this. So we have two, if it wasn't already confusing enough, got two full family trees. It's much easier for me to grapple with multiverse theory and alternate realities than it is family trees, especially family trees when intersecting with science fiction a la time travel. That was my biggest struggle of the show, and I think of season 2. But all that to say, let's hop over to Patreon. Of course, we got some comments here. The letter that Jonas was holding at the start of the episode was from Marta. It was given to him by Noah when he told Jonas to rescue Bartosz, Magnus, and Franziska from the apocalypse. We don't know what's in it yet. The man you recognized at the funeral was Herman Albers, Katarina's father. Okay, I thought I recognized... It was crazy. Yeah, I thought I recognized his face. My eyes kept glancing over at Herman down here. And then there was even a moment when Helen is revealed later on, and Katarina is trying to go see Ulrich at the asylum and all that. I was like, yeah, why do I know this name? And I should have just looked down, but instead I gave the family tree benefit of the doubt and tried to search the name, and Albers wouldn't come up even though it's literally right here on the timeline. So spot on regarding Claudia going missing. Jonas took her to the future after she killed Egon. Right. Hanno Tauber is that's Noah's given name, hence why he's paired with Elizabeth and Eva's family tree. When did we find out that was Noah's like actual given name? Because Adam, I've not even made it into the actual episode, but I feel your comment about sharing media with someone and watching them experience it allows you to empathically feed from experience it again. I think that's what we're all doing here with you. Yeah, it's the nature of reaction content most times. I mean, it's one thing to go online after a hype moment in an episode of something to see how somebody else reacted to it, but especially if you're really we want to see somebody experience the full journey once more, then yeah, it's like that's the best way is to experience that again, is to share it with somebody or watch somebody else experience it and then kind of like feed off of that in a sense. I popped here from YouTube because you really engage with what you're watching and you're not shy about your feelings and thoughts. you're darn tootin', you bet your dingus. Which makes our experience new and fresh despite the likelihood of us having seen a lot of it already. Quite beautiful, I think. Well, I appreciate that, I really do. Believe me when I say that I'm not really trying to play anything up for the camera per se. I mean, like I would never watch something I've already seen on here because I want my reaction to be genuine, but this is kind of a safe space for me to do it because some people that I watch stuff with sometimes, they also get invested in a similar capacity that I do. But other people, they're a bit more monotone, laid back. They get excited, but not in the same sense that I would. So I always kind of feel like, you know, I'll still get excited around other people, but sometimes the energy is not necessarily reciprocated in a similar manner, which, you know, no harm, no foul. It's that people are different. But in this space, this is me. Like when you watch me watch a show in this capacity, this is like unadulterated. I'm like, if it's good, I'm in it. I'm locked in. I'm going to be along for the ride, and I'm ready to let as I always say, as Anne Rice would say, let the tale seduce me. But yeah, I appreciate the kind comments and all that. Last one we have here, the seasons were each released all at once. The whole show basically just had 3 release dates. There were long gaps between seasons, but it was never a 1 episode per week show. So I can understand if someone said that this show, or at least each season, is meant to be binged. And maybe that would make it easier to recall things and keep everything straight, requiring less notes. However, I personally prefer 1 per week. If it's a show I really love, that gives me time, I agree with this 100% by the way, that gives me time to deep dive into everything that happened and appreciate all the little details. For your style of reaction, I think a binge makes very little sense. The way you cover each episode separately and are able to read and respond to comments posted in between, it makes each episode feel like an event rather than, okay, that's done, next. Exactly. That's the whole thing for me, is that I'm not playing it up for the camera, but in the sense when I'm crafting, when I'm making these for, YouTube or online, I'm not just watching one show at a time. It's different shows. It's like each episode is like, okay, that was an experience in itself that I just went through. I wasn't just like, okay, I watched it, I'm binging, move on to the next one. Like, give me an episode, I'm gonna lock in, I'm gonna treat every episode the same, or try to anyway, and give it its fair shake, analyze it, talk about it respectively, and then boom, we're done, we move on to the next one. I've watched lots of other dark reactions, and some of them can be quite shallow by comparison. It's hard to appreciate the impact of some revelation like Michaelis Michael if you only first heard about those 2 characters the day before. Good point. Yeah, exactly. Like when I take my time with the show as well, I'll sometimes watch the episodes in batches, or if I can dedicate a whole day to like a show like The Bear, right, then I might binge a whole season's worth in like a day or 2. But having this in batches here and there, go back to it, come back to it, like maybe all of it is not 100% right there up in my conker floating around, but if it's good, if it's compelling enough, like I'll be able to like pick it right back up when I get into it, and it feels like this journey that I'm returning to with everybody else. Thinking back to your discussion of the show's popularity, maybe it would have been more successful if it had released weekly, with press pieces, online speculation, discussions with friends, and all that jazz happening between episodes. I agree. That's how I grew up with television. I grew up in a world where, Lost is the perfect example. Lost came out of the blue, and then like every week, and then between seasons, and then even today, right? Like I love how like Severance was handled, for example. That was a great show. It's been a really fun show. Even Last of Us, for better or for worse. These shows that are weekly releases, because then I can it's less for me to worry about, because then I can just watch the 1 episode and only have to worry about getting 1 episode edited and uploaded. But there's time to appreciate and speculate and theory craft and discuss and talk, and the memes come out, and then there's the press bits online. Yeah, exactly. I 100% think the best way to watch shows, release shows, and all these Netflix executives and online streaming people might disagree. Man, even the way they did like Fallout, I think Fallout, they released them all at once, and I thought that would have been a great show to do weekly. And then even the way they do, what was it, Invincible or Legend of Vox Machina, right? Where it's like, sure, for Andor it made sense, right? Because every 3 episodes of Andor in season 1 and season 2, those were kind of like self-contained arcs that fit into the full overarching story of that show. So, but at least, again, there was room to breathe. But I don't think it's necessarily milking a show or series dry if you give it time to marinate between each episode. I prefer that. Not to mention, I'm already so busy, and there's so much in the world. There's so many shows I gotta watch, so much content that I'm personally behind on, and I'm gonna be stuck in a state of perpetually, eternally trying to catch up. So perhaps, tackling shows 1 episode at a time is a bit easier for me. Enough yapping. Without further ado, we're gonna hop into Adam and Eva. If you're on Patreon watching this, thank you so much for that additional layer of love and support. If you ever considered doing it, I always recommend doing it. You get early access to these episodes weeks, if not months in advance. I can tell you right now, as I'm recording this for Patreon, I haven't even finished season 2 fully over on YouTube just yet, so take that for what you will. Uncut, uncensored, with full HD video accompaniment, plus access to my entire backlog of all the content I've made, reaction wise, plus Patreon exclusive shows and media, plus even Patreon exclusive couples content on there as well. Movie commentaries, I keep saying it's coming. It is coming. All that's on there. But of course, you being on YouTube is more than enough. I appreciate that as well. As I said, once again, I don't know which is going to be finished first. I think I'm going to finish Dark before I finish or catch up with The White Lotus, rather. And yes, for anybody that was asking the question, I do plan on starting Mr. Robot as the next series that I watch. Anyway, Dark. Much excited. Very excited to get into this. Oh, and in case you were curious about all this, I'm literally just like, I'm not super tired, and I'm not saying it was a bad day, but it's been a long day, and I was just too lazy to take off my work attire. So I guess we're getting spiffy for Adam and Eva. I got a little bit of something to take the edge off here, as it were. So we got that. Gonna get a little bit fast and loose, a little bit loosey-goosey. Relax, unwind, and cheers, genitals. We're gonna hop on in.
Von da an wusste ich, dass sich nichts ändert.
From then on, I knew that nothing changes.
Dass alles immer bleibt. Runde Runde.
Oh, the Treyarch.
Ein Schicksal geknüpft.
No, the Triquetra. I'm sorry, the Triquetra.
Der unser aller Tun verbindet.
Or is it some guy reading to Gustav? Ariadne's thread?
Das war das Lieblingsstück deiner Mutter. Wäre heute Abend sicher gerne mit uns gekommen. In Begleitung eines so vornehmen jungen Mannes.
But we're so far back in the past. This damn pocket watch. I assume that's young Gustav, is it not? Wait. So young Gustav Tannhaus is being read to, and then this damn pocket watch, or your mother would have. Wait. But how? This is an old pocket watch.
Warum sterben wir?
Why do we die? It's a hard question.
Die Toten sind niemals ganz tot.
Oh.
Sie sind vielleicht nicht hier und jetzt. Aber alles, was gelebt hat, lebt auf ewig fort.
In a manner of speaking.
In der Unendlichkeit der Zeit.
Tricky legacies, as Barry would say. Yeah, Gustav. So now here we are. I almost said present day. So that was even further back. But now I believe we're in 1888, are we not? The pocket watch. Oh, our driver's dead. We just met this guy. Are we about to lose Gustav? Dude, if this is, I swear, if this is the haircut, we're gonna see it. We serve the one.
Wer Augen hat zu sehen,
Oh, here we go, monologuing.
Ohren zu hören, überzeugt sich, dass die Sterblichen kein Geheimnis.
Bro, this guy, the Unknown's whole purpose is to what? Just to rip through the timelines and just murder everybody? Like, dude, this guy shows up down the trail and just kill. Like, we just met Gustav. Like,
Sterblichen kein Geheimnis verbergen können. Wessen Lippen schweigen, der schwätzt mit den Fingerspitzen.
what did he do wrong?
Sie fahren in die Stadt, um ein Telegramm aufzusetzen, weil sie der Welt von uns erzählen wollen.
Tell the world about us.
Einer von ihnen.
One of who? One of what?
Ein Reisender.
A traveler. Well, alright, so he's accurate. The damn garrote wire, I swear.
Die Welt muss erfahren, dass es sie gibt.
I don't think you're gonna make it, buddy.
Was wir wissen, ist ein Tropfen. Was wir nicht wissen,
It's an ocean.
ein Ozean.
Oh, it is, yeah. It's not a lake, it's an ocean. Jeez. Dude, we just met this bloke. Get out of town. What we know is a drop, what we don't know is an ocean. Alan Wake over here. Alright, so flashback to young Gustav, indicating the pocket watch for Charlotte. Now, I don't know if that's its origin, like its point of origin, or if it somehow just made its way back in the past. Because we've seen it in the future as far as, you know, like at least 2020. But then, because Noah gives it to Elizabeth, the poetry there, huh? Noah finds Elizabeth, who he's already had a relationship with in the woods. Oh my God, gives her the pocket watch. She brings it to her mother, Charlotte, not yet knowing the whole Noah revelation. God, this gets messy. Okay, so 1888, the Unknown shows up, and I mean, we didn't see it, but I'm pretty sure it happened. The Unknown kills Gustav, who we've just met. He said, I thought my father was crazy, so he never believed him, but now finally they showed up in his life, and he's like, yeah, there are people who can travel through time. They do exist. I have to... He was going to go send a telegram and alert the world. And the Unknown, for whatever reason, again, on this journey of... What? So first, because I'm trying to pinpoint the whole trajectory, right? Like first the Unknown shows up at wasn't the first time they show up at at Burnt's place, take him out, grab the key. They go to the power plant in the and that was in the 50s. They go to the power plant in the 80s, and they raid the office for something. kill a passerby who I don't even know if they knew she was coming or not. They take her out. Now they've gone further back in time to 1888 to take out Gustav because he was going to go tell the world about time travelers. Like, what is his/their goal? Like, that is the question, isn't it? Adam und Eva.
Der Fehler all unseres Denkens ist, dass ein jeder von uns glaubt, eine unabhängige Einheit zu sein.
Main character syndrome. We all like to think that we're the protagonist of the story, right? Like, sometimes we have to survive. Like, really, I don't want to get on a whole rant about that, but yeah.
Neben unzähligen anderen Ichs.
Besides other countless selves. Multiverse, yeah?
Bruchteile eines unendlichen Ganzen sind.
All fractions of an infinite whole.
Was ist das hier? Eine Kopie meiner Welt?
In a manner of speaking.
Erinnerst du dich, was du zu mir gesagt hast?
Fehler in der Matrix.
I feel it in the Matrix.
Warum bin ich hier?
What can be done? This is it. What can be done? Can anything be done?
Du und ich, Adam und Eva. Das ist es, was wir sind.
Sure, what he eventually becomes.
Ein Fehler in der Matrix.
We are a glitch in the Matrix.
Du willst wissen, warum du hier bist, um sie zu retten.
Save everybody? Like them? Like everyone else? Your world.
Und meine.
I'm ready for the answers, man, because I feel like for seasons and seasons, it's just been people telling Jonas, okay, we're gonna change things, we're gonna get it right this time, we're gonna save everybody, you can save who you love, you can do this, you can do that, and it's just been just instead reinforcing the cycle of fate and such, and it's like, okay, but yeah, when are we gonna see the will the savior actually, is the savior in the room with us? Like,
Haben Kilian Obendorf, Bartosz Tiedemann und Franziska Doppler sowie Magnus und Martha Nietz
found the body.
einen Ausweis bei der Leiche gefunden.
Mods, right? That's gonna be rough. So it's interesting because in the other world, he doesn't realize there's no ID card on him. Like if they find a body and they don't recognize who it is, and then it takes like a good chunk of time, and then eventually we see Ulrich like connect the dots and like oh my god, like this is Mods. But with this one, this body shows up instead of somebody going missing. Mods comes through like a wormhole of sorts and is dumped in the bunker at the exact same time the kids are there with a full ID card, and it's just Mods, like straight up.
Ich habe 33 Jahre nach meinem Bruder gesucht. Das sind seine Sachen.
It's crazy. How is it possible, right?
Jemand hat das alles aufgehoben.
Oh, kept them all, put them on different kids' body? That's what you think, okay.
Dass das alles zusammenhängt. Mats, Erik, der Junge im Bunker.
Als mein Bruder verschwunden ist, da haben nicht so ziemlich jeden Fehler gemacht, den man sich vorstellt. Der Ermittler war ein versoffener Vollidiot.
Hey, some things never change. That was his same reasoning, yeah, right? In the other world, him and Egon always at odds with each other. Again, constants and variables. The constants of Ulrich versus Egon.
Und jetzt betrüge ich die Frau, wie ich meine Frau betrogen habe.
And now I'm cheating. Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, pretty crazy stuff. At least he's aware of what he's doing, what he's become. Doesn't make it right, of course, but.
Ich kann das nicht mehr.
So what's your next step? You quitting the force? You giving up entirely? Like, are we, like, it's a lot. Part of this grave you dug yourself, but, I mean, you know, missing brother notwithstanding, that's something out of your control, of course, but all the other decisions, those were yours, cowboy. Oh? And now, Otherworld. I do appreciate those transitional cues, though.
Wir hängen hier seit Wochen fest. Der verfickte Apparat ist leer. Du hast keine Ahnung, wie dieser ganze Scheiß hier funktioniert. Du wusstest, was passiert, und du hast uns nichts erzählt.
Sag mal, kapierst du denn nicht, dass sie dich nur benutzt?
Oh.
Das ist nicht Martha. Sie ist tot. Niemand kommt von den Toten zurück.
Dude, I mean, what do you even do? Like, what's the plan, man?
Sie ist vielleicht die einzige Möglichkeit, hier rauszukommen.
What else are you gonna do, right?
Warum sagst du uns nicht die Wahrheit?
Stepping up, huh, buddy?
Wer Martha wirklich getötet hat.
Well, about that, that's a good point. Technically, I do, in a way, in a manner of speaking, many years in the future. Oh my god, they all... Bro, how many confrontations are these two gonna have out in a rainy yard? Like, get out of here. Crazy. I feel like Jonas might body him this time, though. Oh, he's still weak? Okay, great. Oh, come on, dude's gotta know how to scrap at this point. Jesus. Oh my god. He's always had it out for him.
Ist es.
First my girl, now this. That's some anger, that's some rage, that's some great acting. Yeah, he's not lying. He's at him, eventually. When, again, the same, you know what's funny? Again, the differences and the similarities here. 2 times they've had a little scuffle, right? Where Bartosz, like, throws Jonas to the ground. No, like, punches are thrown. They're shoving and pushing and wrestling. And both times, Jonas gets, like, a bloody cut lip. And I'm like, I don't quite see how that happened in the scuffle, but it is funny how it's like, once again, even in this other world, in another time, like, different points in the timeline, like, it still happens again. Where did it happen? Oh, where did it happen twice?
Warum du sie nicht loslassen kannst. Du weißt, dass ihr unmöglich seid.
You can't let her
Ein
go.
unsichtbares Band, das euch auf ewig bindet.
Like, what? Is it just love? Like, what is it?
Adam hat versucht, es zu trennen.
Something deeper?
Du hast ihn mir gegeben.
Oh, yeah. At the lake, right? Or pond, I guess.
Du und ich, schwarz und weiß. Wir sind auf ewig aneinander gebunden.
Yin and Yang. Just happenstance?
Warum sagst du mir nicht einfach, warum ich wirklich hier bin?
Yeah, for real, please.
Du hast gesehen, was du tun wirst.
Yes. So...
Wenn du willst, dass deine Martha lebt, dann musst du dich für die Seite des Lichts entscheiden. Und du musst mich zu dem machen, was ich heute bin.
So instead of letting Adam make him what he becomes, Jonas has to make Martha become has to make Martha become what she becomes via Eva?
Ich will überhaupt gar nichts mehr müssen.
Yeah, dude.
Die Schnauze voll davon, immer irgendwas zu müssen.
Bro, so real for that. That's what I was just saying. Like, the amount of times that somebody has looked Jonas in the eye and told him, you have to do this, you have to do that, you can do this. It's not really going to accomplish what you want it to accomplish, but Jonas, just do this, do that. Would you kindly? Would you kindly? Would you kindly? Just like, again and again. Like, who's to say this isn't another step in the reoccurrence, like the cycle, the triquetra?
Dann frag dich, was du willst.
Word? Okay. What do you want, buddy? He wants it all to end, man.
Willst du, dass sie lebt?
Of course. But that's literally what, like, the same thing that Adam proposed was like, you could save everybody. You could save her. You could save, I'm just saying, I would still be very disillusioned if I were him. Like, I don't even know what to do anymore. Do what you want to do. Maybe his gut will lead him on the right path. But what is there even to do?
Papa?
Kann ich rein?
We're still in the alternate universe.
Du musst mir jetzt die Wahrheit sagen. Was ist da wirklich passiert im Bunker?
Wir sind in dem Bunker und der Bunker war leer. Da war niemand. Und dann war da dieses Licht. Und dann ist dieser Körper runtergefallen.
Habt ihr was genommen?
Oh. I mean, to be fair, how could you even explain something like this, though?
Hat dieser Kilian euch was gegeben?
That Killian kid.
Komm, was habt ihr genommen?
Was soll denn der Scheiß? Machst du jetzt einen auf besorgten Vater oder was?
Huh. Damn.
Siehst dich doch sonst auch ein Scheißdreck für uns.
Damn.
Es kam aus den Höhlen oder aus der Erde oder keine Ahnung. Und dann sind wir in den Bunker und dann war da erst nichts und dann lag der da.
Mama ist gleich zurück. Du solltest jetzt besser gehen. Aber ich find's nett, dass du mal vorbeigekommen bist, um zu gucken, wie es uns geht.
Yeah, give him shit. Give him grief. Rightfully so. Yikes. Rough stuff, but you reap what you sow. I couldn't believe it, though. Trying to see if there's another angle to it all. Ooh, little brownies.
Hanna.
Oh.
Ist Ulrich da? Ich dachte, er ist nach Hause.
Uh-oh. Zoinks.
Du siehst so anders aus. Warst du beim Friseur?
Interesting. I found one of your hairs in my husband's hoodie. See if the smell matches up. I can smell you on him. Plucks one of her hairs. Dude, Hannah's something else, man. I tell you. Wooler's like, hate to break it to you, but I think she's on to you. Like she has an eye and a nose for these things. After all, she's also she's a fellow homewrecker. Damn, how's it feel, huh? When the shoe is on the other foot, yeah? Oh, she's already made up her mind. She'll figure it out. She's like, yep, it's straight out of my playbook after all, so. Like, oh no. Sniff and sniff for a bunch of bleeding idiots. Hey, eat the rich though. Yo, I see you, I see you. Bartosz, low-key based, alright.
Hau ab.
Get lost. Not to derail what's currently happening, but I'm genuinely curious. We're about to be 3 episodes in total, which leaves us with only, what, 4 or 5 left? Like, how are they possibly going to wrap up the story in 5 episodes, like 5 hours? Like, there's just, I mean, I'm sure they'll do it. I'm sure they'll do it, but there's just, like, so many permutations and moving pieces, but I'm sure there's many revelations that are at hand.
Gestern Nacht im Wald. Hast du
da noch was gesehen?
Like I did? Because I saw something else. I saw myself.
Hast du manchmal auch das Gefühl, den Verstand zu verlieren?
Sometimes.
Dass nichts mehr Sinn macht?
That funny feeling, there it is.
Vielleicht
again.
hat Papa doch recht. Vielleicht lag er schon da.
Nein. We know what we saw.
Ich weiß, was ich gesehen habe.
See? Of course, having doubts though, huh?
Sag Mama nichts. Ich bin zum Abendessen wieder da.
Interesting.
Alles wiederholt sich. Wieder und wieder. Bis zur Unendlichkeit.
Cheery.
Weil keiner von uns bereit ist, loszulassen.
Everyone loves monologuing, huh? Hallo? Another future flashlight?
Dass du deine Vergangenheit nicht gehen, dass du dich immer für sie, für deine Martha entscheiden wirst. Du hast Adam vertraut, aber wohin hat es dich geführt?
So then trust you instead and hope for the best.
Du musst ihr zeigen, wie alles zusammenhängt. Sie muss ihre Zukunft sehen, um zu verstehen, was getan werden muss.
What has to be done? You must show her her future, make her understand.
Sie ist an dein Schicksal gebunden.
She is bound to your fate, as you are bound to hers. But then what's going to change, though? Because she's saying you need to make sure she becomes me. So fulfill the cycle, right? Where's the change? Where's the alteration? Aren't we just in the same room that we always end up being in? Also, what is that device? But like, the only thing we've seen that's a possible change is in the Alpha universe when Claudia kind of, you know, adjusted the she like got into the barrel with the cesium. And then we have, you know, the one grain of sand, and then hopefully the changes can domino and like stack up in some form or fashion that we don't yet know how or cannot explain. But it's a really weird argument for Eva to make. Not even an argument, but like she's like, she's telling you like this is the whole thing he's been doing. He's once again, I feel like he's stuck in the same damn situation he always has been stuck in for the last like 2 seasons. So Eva is telling Jonas, like, all right, you are now in the alternate universe, but wouldn't that have been like, what was he? That doesn't make any sense. I'm confused in my head. She's telling him, okay, you need to make sure she becomes me. Basically, you have to show her the future. You have to lead her down the right path. You have to show her that what's going to happen. But in doing so, I thought there was a difference with that him being brought to a different universe to try to like help break this cycle, find the source, stop this reoccurrence from ever reoccurring in the first place, break the cycle, because he's now like the anomaly. He doesn't exist in this world, so maybe he can make a change within it. But then her verbiage, she's saying you need to make sure she becomes me, which is literally what Adam wanted him to do as well. Adam was like, okay, I'm gonna lie and deceive and manipulate you. I'm gonna manipulate myself to make sure that I pull the right strings, and like, you know, whether it's killing Martha or doing X, Y, and Z. Adam was like, I need to make sure that you get pushed over the edge and end up becoming me, so the cycle can continue, and then eventually we'll have the final cycle where it'll be the end of everything. And I mean, as far as we can tell, Eva is not saying she wants the end of everything. She wants to find the origin, find the root of it all, and like she wants to stop the cycle as well in a less end of the world doomsday sense. But she's making it sound as if this already was going to happen, because by saying, oh, you need to make sure that she becomes me, she's already her. Wouldn't that imply that that's also part of the cycle? Like, she's not saying you need to stop me from becoming me. You have to make sure she becomes me. But then how would that be? But if that's already going to happen, but then he was never going to be in this world to begin with. I don't know. You see what I'm saying, right? Maybe there's a piece of that I'm missing here, but it just strikes me as odd and also gives me cause for concern yet again. I'm sure because we're nearing the end of our show, right? Like this time, you know, it'll probably be different. And I trust Eva more than I trust Adam, just for, I don't know, reasons. Perhaps the feminine presence is more reassuring than the shriveled walnut ball sack that is Adam. But like, it's really weird that we'd have this conversation. This conversation just reams eerily similar to all the other ones. And even, I'm glad he said it. He said what I, as the audience, was thinking, where it's like, he's like, I'm so tired of being told I have to do this and that. I'm not even my own person anymore. And to her credit, Eva did say, okay, then do what you think you should do. But then she follows that right up with saying, okay, do what you think you should do, but lead Martha down a path that'll let her become me eventually. I don't know, man. How'd she get that scar, by the way? And now we're back in Alphaverse. Alpha verse. No, we're back in the alternate verse. My bad. We just hop around a lot. I'm trying to make note of whenever we like change settings, but.
Du hast gesagt, ich war in deiner Welt. Bei dir.
Yes.
Warum kann ich mich da nicht daran erinnern?
That is the question. If he can't remember it, it's because this is probably that gives me hope, because that's indicative of actual change. Because this current version of Jonas, who is like the stranger, adult Jonas, he is the one who's currently still stuck in the perpetuating cycle. And this right here, saving the kids and bringing them to 1888, this might be the first genuine deviation, maybe. And then having the letter from Claudia, right, to kind of also help guide him. And if he can't recall, it's a good sign. If he can't recall being in her universe, that's good. That means that there's something that's actually changed, right? Like, surely.
Ich hab den nicht geschrieben.
Wait, who left the letter again? Somebody wrote it down for me. The letter that Jonas was holding at the start of the episode was from, oh no, it's from Marta, not Claudia. That's on me. From Marta, given to him by, the letter that Jonas was holding at the start of the episode from Marta was given to him by Noah when he told Jonas to rescue Bartosz, Magnus, and Franziska from the apocalypse. Right, Noah did say that, didn't he? So Noah gave him the letter then. Sorry, it's still trying to hold on tight.
Sigmundus, was ist das?
Does it not exist in the alternate verse?
Der Vater vom alten Tannhaus hat versucht, jemanden von den Toten zurückzuholen. Seine Frau.
Oh.
Jeder Fehler kann verhindert werden, bevor er überhaupt entsteht.
So much for that. Is that how it all started?
In meiner Welt. Ich kann nicht aufhören zu hoffen, dass ich es ändern kann. Ich weiß, du denkst, du kannst mir nicht trauen. Ich will dir beweisen, dass du es kannst.
Is that perhaps where it all started? Do you think the origin of all of this is that travelers came back to like the past, way back in the past, and like Tannhaus tried to use that power and harness it to play God in a sense and bring his dead wife back, like in trying to bring his wife back from the dead and start using time and the knowledge gained from time travel to try to like back to the future it, to try to ascertain things about the future and prevent bad things from happening. And like he said, it only ends in disaster and such. So perhaps Tannhaus, like the OG Tannhauses of Sigmundus, the travelers, tried to do time manipulation, and in doing so and trying to control the flow of things and try to get a handle on it, it blew up in their face and created this hellish, nightmarish like cycle, this reoccurrence, the triquetra in itself. And that's how it all started. Because we still don't know what the origin of it all is. Again, always reigning in Adam's world, huh? Oh, she hit it.
Damit bist du gereist.
Is he gonna try to yank it away from her? Is she out of fuel?
Das ist die letzte, die ich habe.
We got one more trip.
Sie ist der einzige Weg für mich, um wieder zurückzukommen.
That's some major trust right there, buddy. The amount of times these characters are just out in the rain. Is that dark matter? Is that cesium? Or something else? Oh my god. Dude, they work for her? Get out of town. Dude, is she just another side of the evil coin? Is she just in the... That's what I'm telling you. I was smelling something fishy. Unless somehow the unknown, they're like a force of good. Dude, I hate this. I hate this. Adam and Eva, they both become villains in the story. Again, just telling him what everybody else has been telling him. This is ridiculous, man. Come on. We have the pocket, all of it that we're going to spread out through the universe now. We have the pocket watch for Charlotte. We have Ariadne, the playbook.
Du hättest ihm sagen können, auf welchen Weg du ihn schickst.
Yeah, you could have told him. A little bit of a sneer.
Um diesen Kreislauf zu durchbrechen.
He will never stop trying to break the cycle. Oh my god, I called it. Literally, it's just Adam all over. It's just a different side of the same coin. Insane. Insane. Ridiculous. Poor Jonas. Jonas, just do... You know what? Maybe she was right. Just do what you want to do. How many more times can this poor child be manipulated into just Unless this is somehow still good. Unless this is somehow all still going to be a good thing. Unless the murder, they're killing in the name of... Unless they're killing in the name of something that's actually going to be a force of good. /with Eva. Get out of town. Come on.
Wird nie verstehen.
He'll never understand.
Dass wir den Knoten erhalten müssen.
We must preserve the knot? Oh my god.
Martha sterben muss.
Get bent.
Damit alle anderen leben.
Okay, but isn't that what's already been happening? Or is she trying to say that, like, is she trying to say that what Jonas has always been doing, what Jonas / adult Jonas, the stranger / Adam has always been doing, is trying to break the knot and to break the cycle? That's what Adam's been trying to do. And he says the only way to end it all is to keep perpetuating the cycle, ensure it happens and gets carried out. And then finally, we'll get to the final cycle where the only way to end it all is to, that'll be breaking it, is to break it, to end it. That's all there is to it. So now what Eva, the other side of the coin, is saying, like, you know, he's been trying to break the cycle. We have to make sure the cycle keeps on being fulfilled. Like, there's no way to, the knot must be maintained, the cycle must continue, and then what, just that's it? We just keep reaffirming the cycle upon every go around the fuck, like, huh? Jesus, everybody's a villain. Come on.
Damit alle anderen leben.
But not you, Martha. God. Dual keys for the power plant. To trigger something?
Anfang.
The beginning of the end.
Und das Ende.
Oh, can I say that one? Nuclear power plant volume control system. The beginning of the end. Volume control system. Oh, just volume control system. I kind of just kann Kraftwerk winden und Krankenwagen. So who are you in all this, man? Get out of town. Even the little glimmers of hope. Nope, it's just, again, he pointed it out. It is so tragic how he keeps, like, he sees the writing on the wall every time he keeps pointing out to people, like, he's just looking for a little bit of help. We're at a point now, he's got to stop taking advice from other people. He's got to do his own thing. He's got to follow his gut. He's got to see, you know what? Whatever anybody else is telling me to do, what should I do? But then he doesn't know what to do, the poor guy. So, like, now he's going from person to person, and, like, every single time that he thinks he maybe has a chance, there's hope, it's once again a, like, manipulation, a betrayal of trust, just errand boy, would you kindly, just again and again. And then here, even again now, even the woman that he's inextricably, like, she said the woman you're inextricably bound to, you're Martha. So to be fair, this Eva, this Martha is not his Martha. It's the other universe's Martha. So there's not going to be a similar connection there, but she is preying on his connection to his, like, his true Martha. So if anything, he needs to stop alternate universe Martha from becoming Eva. Like, genuinely needs to stop her from becoming Eva. Like, he has to make sure that that'd be the only way to do it, is to, like, not become her, so we can't, like, keep the knot together. This is ridiculous, man. I swear. Oh my god. Cursed your sudden but inevitable betrayal. This poor kid, man. What are you gonna do now? What are you gonna do? I love the unknowns theme, though. Again, it's like it's like, what's his face? It's like No all over again. Instead of the all the police caution tape is up. Oh, so now Jonas is back in here. He's still in the alternate universe, but now he traveled, or I guess he was always in the same time, but now he's back out in the world. But we're in the alternate universe still.
Ich wollte nur hören, bis ihr geht. Ruf mich an, okay?
Hannah's just following her. With your luck, Hannah's gonna lock you down there. I travel with a partner myself. I mean, she's gonna see there's no signs of, like, dragging a body in there or something like that. She's heard the witness testimony already. Is she gonna find, like, additional evidence? Saga Anderson over here. Ariadne's thread, I'll be damned. Is that another one of Helge's coins? That's evidence in a way. What's the year on it? 1 penny. 1 pfennig? Is it pennig or pfennig? Tick, tack, tick, tack. Buddy, just try Altoids instead, man. Come on. In my universe, when Ulrich beat my skull in, I lost an eye. It's my guess. I don't know. Oh boy, and now just like in the first season, he's off on a little adventure. More fog. All right, we're still in the alternate universe. Now it's Martha going over to... I forget the name. Obendorf, that's it.
Ich wollte zu Kilian.
How are you holding up, buddy? Very windy night.
Hey.
Papa, you mind?
Was machst du hier?
You locked the door.
Nicht im Wohnheim, ich habe mir Sorgen gemacht.
Der hat mich rausgeschmissen. Mein Vater hat angerufen. Wollte wissen, ob ich euch was untergeschoben habe.
Oh.
Nein, verdammte Scheiße, habe ich nicht.
Oh, it's tough on
Ich
him.
bin trotzdem der erste Asi, auf den jeder seinen Finger zeigt.
Damn.
Dass du nur mit mir zusammen bist, um deine Eltern zu provozieren.
What? No. Oh, here we go.
Interessierst dich doch ein Dreck für mich oder Erik?
Damn. Breakup, I guess. Oh yeah, following Martha now. Jeez, in the shadows.
Das mit Regina, es tut mir leid. Es muss schwer für euch sein.
Why are you at the power plant right now? Oh, does she still have the blackmail in this universe?
Bartosz.
Wir kommen zurecht.
She's still his physical therapist?
Ich möchte dir ein Geschäft vorschlagen. Ich habe etwas, das dir gehört.
Oh, an exchange.
Ich möchte es dir zurückgeben.
Ruin Charlotte's life. Constants and variables, right? Instead of asking to ruin Ulrich's life. She's willing to return. She's gonna give him the stuff from his childhood, like from the stuff that would like ruin him career-wise. Clausen hasn't showed up yet.
Der Inhalt ist eine sichere Verwahrung.
Yeah, same thing, same universe.
Willst du Geld?
I want power.
Ich will, dass du Charlotte fertig machst.
Yeah, there we go. Instead of Ulrich, it's Charlotte.
Ich will, dass sie alles verliert.
Oh, yep. Constants and variables. Conniving witch. Some things never change, huh? Some things never change. I wonder if Hannah will ever get comeuppance. I wonder if any of these characters will get comeuppance, honestly.
Charlotte?
Running around with young boys in the pew again, I see. And home kid.
Was machst du denn hier?
Perhaps not in this universe.
Sie haben mir sehr geholfen.
Oh. A little bit makes me a little bit nervous, but perhaps it's nothing to worry about. You know, the church would never do that kind of thing. Ever. Don't worry about it. What are all those looks for? I don't know about that.
Ich habe versucht, dich zu erreichen.
But he's here instead of Noah, which is interesting to me.
Warum bist du nicht zu Hause bei Franziska?
You're here alone at church with a young boy, youngish. Perhaps some things don't change.
Gestern Nacht, wo war Helge da? 87, als du nach Winden gekommen bist.
Er ist nach dem Unfall ins Heim.
Again, same investigations are happening. Huh. He's gone.
Hat was?
What dramatic timing. Oh boy.
Ja, ich komme sofort. Helge. Ist bei der Polizei.
Oh.
Er hat ein Geständnis abgelegt.
Oh shit.
Papa, warum sagst du sowas? Er hat das Haus nicht verlassen. Ich war bei ihm. Ganz nah.
Ich habe den Jungen getötet.
He's more coherent than he was in like the other universe, at least. I mean, he would like say some things, right? But that's a full on confession, right? But when he says killed, I think he means like super duper past tense. I don't think he means now. I think he's gonna try to explain to them that he killed the young boy in the past, but they're gonna be like, huh? That doesn't track.
Ich habe ihn getötet.
Wen? Mats?
Woher hast du seine Sachen?
Oh boy. Oh, take it easy. Hey, come on. Yo. You're alive. You're alive. Well, he recognizes him, I'm sure. Oh. The same coin. 1986. It was him. Interesting. Man, I can't wait to, like, whatever I don't pick up on, either you guys and gals will help fill me in on at the end of all of this, or I would love to watch some video essays breaking down all the little bits and pieces of what I might have missed. Oh, here we go.
I'm gonna hurt you.
You need to grow up to become Eva. Or maybe not. Maybe he'll actually be smart.
Warum sagst du mir nicht, woher wir uns kennen?
Eigentlich kennen wir uns schon immer.
Damn.
Magnus dem Kindergarten den Zahn ausgeschlagen hat.
Da war ich da.
In another universe, yes.
Da, wo ich herkomme, haben du und ich die gleiche Vergangenheit.
Du hast sie doch nicht mehr alle.
And yet...
Ich weiß, dass du dich gesehen hast. Gestern Nacht im Wald.
Yes.
Dein zukünftiges Ich.
Here we go. The big kahuna.
Ich weiß, wie komplett irre sich das alles anhört.
Indeed.
Wer bist du wirklich?
Ich kann es dir zeigen, wie alles zusammenhängt.
And now, pure universe. You're gonna break that thing open? Good luck. Hell, maybe, you know what? Here's the thing. Maybe Jonas is going down the path that Eva wants him to go down and he's still doomed. Maybe in the Alpha universe, this Martha is going to help them, like, break free of it all. Like, they're going to do some 1888, like, science fiction wizardry of some type. Like, figure out a way forward. All right. Steampunk witchcraft. Here we go. All right, broke it open. Now you have the cesium, the dark matter. So now you're going to try to expand and stabilize the God particle? Well, there you go. Uh-oh. We out of power? Didn't work. Well, perhaps not all hope is lost. It's still there.
Wo's Martha?
Oh, boy. She ran away like, God damn it. Unless somebody took her. What's she doing now? Does she have another one? She had more, a backup. Oh, that's smart at least. Oh, dude, she's trying to make an escape. So that didn't work, so now where's she headed? Someone gonna bust in and like travel with her at the last moment? Interesting. So she gave them some to see if they could do it, and it didn't work, so then she was like, all right, I'm out of here, deuces. Low-key deceiving Jonas in the process. Lying to him, ultimately, as was all their fear. He's like, well, I mean, they still have a little puddle of cesium. Can they still use it? And now in the alternate universe. So what are you going to show her? Oh, it is another light, I see. Show her the way. But this is exactly what Eva wants. And we're just going right down the same path.
If I was you, I'd...
The music's so appropriate. If I was you, I'd run. Yeah, I'd just go. Oh my god. Edgar just stewing on what he's done in the past. In both universes, he's done some terrible things in service of Noah and Sigmundus, Jonas, Adam, the whole shebang-a-bang. Oh, the music though, okay. Getting intense, huh? Like some Woodkid type shit. A broken man. Yeah, all the families you've broken up. How those brownies taste, huh? Oh man. Let there be light. The light in the dark. So, unless I'm mistaken, so in Adam's universe, all the doors just say Sigmundus Creatus Est, and then the ones in Eva's universe, for lack of a better term, the alternate universe, they say let there be light. Damn. Unfortunately called it. Because again, the conversation once again reigned true. Like, I could read the writing on the wall. The conversation Eva had with, nuclear winter. In the Prime universe. Okay, this one last thing. So now we're in the Alpha universe. So I thought it was the end of the episode. I'll let it play. Oh, that's where she went. Okay. Alt Martha went here in the Alphaverse. So what's her new plan then? Or is she once again just serving Eva's like grand plan? What if this show ends and it ends and there's like no true escape from all of it? What if the show's just like, yeah, the cycle perpetuated, or yeah, it all ended in like nuclear, like not nuclear, but like ultimate annihilation? Who, like at this point, is she working for herself? Is she working with somebody? One final bombshell, perhaps?
Du hast es ihm gegeben.
I hate this. Come on. Get out of town.
Ich war schon immer zu leichtgläubig.
I always was too gullible. Indeed. Constantly. Get out of here.
Du hast das Richtige getan.
Jesus. Ridiculous. Like, what else should I have expected at this point? What? Like, I shouldn't be surprised anymore. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, well, maybe next time. Fool me 3 times, fool me 10 times. Yeah. You're gonna keep fooling me again. Oh, back in the alternate universe again? Where are we now? Like, what? Oh my god. Do you even know where you're going, dude? What the f? Yeah, he's confused too. This is the poster image. What the? Is this what we have to look forward to? Alphaverse. This is the alternate. This is the alternate verse.
Wie hast du das gemacht?
Sie hat gesagt, dass sie dich hierher bringen soll.
Are you starting to realize maybe you've been played once again? Listen, Al-Gaib. Hey, he who controls the spice controls the desert. You know how it is. The sands. I thought the blue eyes. I thought it was Lisa Al-Gaib for a second. Charlotte? Elizabeth? Oh no, it's just Eva. Okay. Yeah, Eva, yeah? Her, yeah.
Willkommen in der Zukunft.
Desert, future, wasteland. Oh my god. Alright, sure. See, I was getting sus as soon as Eva's like, again, what's funny is I pointed it out. I'm like, man, these villainous characters, these characters, they do love their monologuing, don't they? And sure enough, Eva starts monologuing just like Adam in her own sense. Should have seen it coming a mile away. Two sides of the same coin, both believing they're justified and righteous in their endeavors, their quest, their pursuit. And yet ultimately, at the end of the day, it's all a means to the same kind of end. Like, it's like, should have seen it coming. Because even the way that she like laid it out, I know Jonas is a younger gentleman, and yeah, he's jaded, but he's looking for any type of direction or hope that he can find. I've already seen so many red flags thanks to like adult Jonas, thanks to Adam, and thanks to just like all the, I saw it coming. As soon as she was like, oh, you know, you just do this. And I'm like, yeah, but if he does this, how is that going to change anything? Because he's just doing, literally even her, like, he should have put 2 and 2 together. She's like, she needs to become me. And I'm like, yeah, but like, you right now in the universe we're in, the world we're in, nothing is solved. The issue still exists. So why would she need to become you? That's just going to fulfill the cycle. And sure enough, again, it is. He is an anomaly, but now I'm wondering, like, even as him being the anomaly, is that also still part of the same knot, the same thread, the same cycle, the same reoccurrence, the triquetra, as it were? It's funny how the pure versions of Jonas and Martha are trying to do good, but the future versions of themselves, Adam and Eva, are like this. It's the battle of like light and shadow, of like good and bad, light and darkness, that are now perpetually like fighting each other in this like, eternal war of like trying to break either trying to break the cycle or ensure that the cycle continues. Claudia seems to be the only one who maybe found a way to change things. And then also I was gonna say, I thought that Martha, alternate universe Martha, being in the Alpha universe with adult stranger Jonas in the game, I thought that would be changing things up. But instead, no, she's literally carrying out just what Adam, who is now like holed up in the pea coat with the collar popped up high, like a regal ball sack, if you will, trying to ensure the end of it all, and they still have like a god particle they're trying to stabilize. Again, that was even part of the plan. Every single thing that anybody paints as like a deviation or a solution or a change, then it turns out, oh, plot twist, that was part of Adam's plan. Oh, this new twist, that was part of Eva's plan. And now the eternal war, they spelled it out last season, didn't they? They said there's the eternal war of light and dark. We just didn't know the light was Eva and her crew. If there's going to be any actual deviation, any actual change, it's either A, what Claudia did with her very mild grain of sand deviation for maybe a possible like a deviation of some type, or perhaps what I hope will happen is Jonas, or perhaps Jonas and Martha. Dude, Jonas, he's a smart cookie. He's been around the block. He's gotta start reading the writing on the wall. He's gotta start figuring out the fact. Like, I think he needs to take Eva's advice, but not in the way that she wants him to. He needs to do what he wants to do, instead of following, like, being led around at the behest of other versions of himself or people that he like cares about or thinks he cares about. Like, the only way we're gonna see actual but then, is there actually even possibility for deviation? Claudia and Jonas spent a lot of time together, and he learned all that he could, and then also passed that along to Claudia in 86 so that she could pass it along to him in the future, creating yet another bootstrap paradox, right? So like, because she told him, because he told her, because she told him, that's all cool. That all that information is locked down. So the only other hope we have is if he takes information he has and realizes, oh, I need to make some kind of deviation here. Or if it's even possible, if either Jonas can take himself out of the equation or Martha, though I feel like with Jonas doing it, it'd be more tragically poetic, like, or poetically tragic rather, for him to like take himself off the board. If one of those two sides of the equation in this battle of light and dark, if either light or dark cease to exist across, like, but then like, and I was gonna say the answer is to find the origin, but literally that's what Eva said. And because Eva said it, it's valuable. Because Eva said we have to find the origin, and then she just talked in circles for a while in the hideout and like just overwhelmed him enough and like convinced him. Because she is another version of the woman that he loves, she preyed on his emotion there and the care that he has for Martha and that bond, which they don't have, by the way, because she is an alternate version, even though I guess they do have some type of rapport established, because Alpha Jonas still meets alternate Martha, and gets her on the path that she ends up becoming Eva. So that does technically still happen. So there is a connection there in her own twisted way. But she's preying on the connection that Alpha Jonas has for his Alpha Martha, and not the alternate Martha that he has yet to meet and develop that relationship with. So she preys on that to once again just get him to follow along like borderline blindly with her plan. Now we know anything that Eva has said to do is valuable. We know that, of course, anything Adam says to do is valuable and we don't want to do. But now we know that for some crazy fucking reason, of all people, what alternate Martha is now somehow working for Alpha Adam in that regard. And now anything that Martha was trying to, like alternate Martha was trying to do, was still a part of the plan. We thought alternate Martha showing up at the apocalypse at the end of last season to whisk Jonas away to the alternate universe. We thought that was a deviation, perhaps something new, something different. But no, that was again done at the behest, seemingly at the behest of Adam. Oh my God. The machinations are devious and intricate, and it feels like it is inescapable. That glimmer of hope is becoming smaller and smaller, dimmer and dimmer. All right, well, that was Adam and Eva, indeed. Thank you guys and gals so much for watching. What do you think below? Please comment below. If there's anything that I missed or got incorrect, please feel free to correct me. Otherwise, let's discuss below. I'm just speculating, I'm theory crafting, I'm guessing. I have no idea how this journey is possibly going to end. It's just surprises in every episode, which is why a big part of the reason why I love this show. If you're watching on Patreon, like I said, thank you so much for the additional layer of love and support. If you've been thinking about joining the Patreon, or if you're like, what's going on over there, do keep it in mind. If you go over there and you subscribe to the Patreon, for one, it helps support me in the channel, makes it easier for me to get this content out faster and in higher volume, but also gives you access to these episodes weeks, if not months in advance. You get uncut, uncensored reactions with full HD video accompaniment, plus access to my entire backlog of all the reaction content I've done before, plus movie commentaries, plus Patreon exclusive shows, including exclusive like couples react shows, and of course all the stuff I have coming down in the pipeline in the future. Of course, if you're on YouTube, that's more than enough. It's still very much appreciated. Thank you for your love and support. All I'd ask you to do is like the video, comment below for the almighty algorithm, and then maybe check out some of my other videos on my channel. But thank you for being here. Stay tuned for the next episode, which will get us halfway through season 3. So have a good day, have a good night. Can we change anything? I don't know. Tick tack, tick tack, tick tack. Goodbye, travelers.